Hey guys, so welcome to a very late, well, not late, but you know what I mean. Anyway, start to a new reading vlog. So it is Saturday, September 23rd, 22nd. No, but it is actually the 23rd because it's after midnight. It is 12:39. I had work until 11. I didn't get home until about 11:20. So I've been home for just a little over an hour. I'm so tired. And I'd like to talk to you guys about the book that I started today. I started this before I left for work, and then I also read it when I was on my lunch and my break at work. And it's in this is my book sleeve. I don't think I've ever shown it before, but my friend got this for me for Christmas last year. And it's a Peter Pan one. It's so cute. It says, "Come with me where dreams are born and time is never planned." And on the back it says, "Never grow up." And I was just like, I have to have this. And she asked me what I wanted that year, and I was like, I want this. And she's like, that exact design. So she got it for me because she's the greatest. And it came all the way from Australia, but like, I got some great friends. So what I've been reading is Autobiography by Christina Lauren, and I am on page 141 of this book, so right there. I have been tabbing it up as well, and I'm really enjoying it. It's basically about this boy, and he is kind of talked into doing a writing seminar at his school by his best friend. And once he starts doing it, they have a TA who used to go to their school but has since gotten a book deal, and because he did the seminar the last time, and his name's Sebastian, and he's the TA for their thing, and he's helping Tanner with his book, and they are having like, it's basically like a romance, but they're having stuff, and it's great, and but the problem is that Sebastian and where they live is so much Mormon, and they're a part of the Latter-day Saints Mormons, and it's like, you know, the way that church feels about homosexuality is that it's okay to have those feelings, but it's not okay to act on them, which is just such bullshit. Like, read anything else by Christina Lauren? I might, but like, I think all of their other stuff is straight. And I'm not a big romance fan. I'm mainly a fantasy reader. You guys know this. But when I do read romance, it's gotta be gay. I can't read straight romance anymore. I'm so sick of white, straight people. I am so sick of it. Fanfiction is my life. I love it. Fanfiction, I have such respect for fanfiction writers and creators, and they deserve the entire world on a silver fucking platter, and I would give it to them if I could. And now I'm going off on a tangent about fucking fanfiction. You guys, I swear to God, I have been the most dramatic little shit today. Like, I was so fucking annoying all day. And like at work, like I was just dying because I'm usually not up this late. I usually go to bed at midnight. So me having to work until 11 just doesn't work well for my body, and I'm just annoyed and I'm tired. I just need to go to sleep, so I just need to go. I'm on page 141 of Autobiography. I'll be finishing it tomorrow. I am enjoying it. And I'll talk to you guys then. Bye. It's just about 7:30 on Sunday, and I just wiped off my old quote on the blackboard from last week, so we're gonna go ahead and do the new quote. It is really good, and I'm really close to finishing it. Actually, I'm gonna finish it like in the next hour when I pick it back up again, because I am about to start cooking dinner, because like I said, it's like 7:30, so it's about that time. I'm on page 316, and I'll show you guys. I have been tabbing the heck out of this. Like, it has got so many tabs, and I'm also running out of tabs, so that's why there's like orange and yellow on there now, because I'm running out of, well, out of this specific set of tabs. I have another set of tabs that I haven't actually started using yet, but I'm gonna have to buy like a lot more tabs here pretty soon, because those are gonna go by so quick with how much I've been tabbing everything recently. So anyway, the quote is, "I am my own person, and I will not set myself on fire just to make you feel warm." And I love that. Like, yes, queen. So I'm gonna hang that up in a minute. But yeah, I am loving autobiography, and like I said, like, it's at this part and my heart is just breaking, and like I have like felt on the urge of tears, and I haven't actually cried yet, but like I've been like speed reading this motherfucker like the last like hour and a half, 2 hours. I don't even know how long I've been reading, but I've been reading for like Latter-day Saints, Mormons, and like the church, and how the church feels about homosexuality. And being from an extremely small town in East Texas, and being around people that think like this, not necessarily Latter-day Saint Mormons, mainly like Baptist Christians who I've been around, but they think very similarly on that issue. And it really gets to me, because it's just not right, and it just makes me so upset that anybody can claim that they're Christian but then say that they hate gay people, because that literally goes against what Christians are supposed to believe, is that they're supposed to believe that you're supposed to love everybody no matter what. And I get really upset about this. And I just can't, because it just gives me so much flashbacks to like being in middle school and high school, where I was literally bullied every single day, and I just felt like such a trash human being. There was a point in my life where I almost just ended it all. So it just really upsets me, and I just like, I'm trying not to cry. It's a lot. I'll probably update you guys when I do finish autobiography, which probably be pretty soon. But yeah, I'm gonna go so I can do that, and then I need to go cook dinner as well. So I'll update you guys later on tonight. Hey guys. So I just finished autobiography, and I cried, and I'm giving it 5 stars. And I've tabbed this thing up ridiculously, like, wow. I had to switch to my other tabs because I ran out of the other ones, but I just can't. I just have so much love in my heart, and it breaks my heart every time that I read a story like this, because it just reminds me of like being a young teen and going through this, and like I relate so much to what Sebastian was going through, and it just breaks my heart so bad. And I think that's part of why I'm crying, because it takes me back to those days and how terrible it was. And I actually, before I finished like the last 50 pages, I had to eat dinner, and so I decided to watch an episode of Queer Eye while I was eating. And I've already watched them all before, but I've been rewatching them whenever I'm eating or something, if I just need something that I know will make me happy and that I don't have to like commit to something new. And so I was watching the episode with Skylar, which I think is my favorite one because it just brings my heart so much joy. And I would love to go to Skylar's house because he has all the, you know, gay pride stuff up on the walls, and like you walk in. I love like what he was saying, like how he wanted Bobby to like keep the queer in there, because he's like, when someone walks in this house, I want them to know that they're in a queer space. And I just, that always just kind of breaks me a bit, because I just, what I wouldn't have given to have something like that. And I just, so much. But it makes me realize that I live in Austin, Texas now, and I haven't taken advantage of it. Like, I live somewhere that has a great gay community, and I'm not in it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I haven't been taking advantage of it. I go to work, and then I come home and I read books, and that's all I do. And that's fine, that's valid, you know, that's how I deal with life. But I should at least be trying to go to some kind of events or figuring out what's happening in the community, you know? I need friends. Like, no friends, I need friends. And I'm definitely, that episode just inspired me. And I'm gonna get myself a tapestry to hang on this wall, actually. I'm gonna take this poster down. And then that one, I'll move them somewhere else, but I'm gonna take those down, and I'm gonna get a big ass gay pride flag tapestry to put right there. And then that way every day that I'm home and I can wake up and I can walk in the living room and I can see it. And I just think that that's gonna make all the difference in the world, for my mental health, and just, it'll just remind me, like, you know, you are a part of that community. Because, you know, I'm with a guy, like, my partner is male, and I am female, but I've always looked at myself as, the closest thing you guys would have to it is pansexual, but I don't necessarily go by a label. I just feel more like labels are for cans, not for people, and I just don't want to, like, have to put a label on myself. I'd rather just be me, which I actually, again, relate to Sebastian a lot, because he said something very similar in this book. I dated girls before and everything, and I've always looked at it like, I fall in love with a person, the gender doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter at all. I don't care. Not that I don't care, like, I will respect people's pronouns and stuff, but you know what I mean, like, it doesn't make a lick of difference to me either way. I love the person that is inside. So, shower, gonna figure out what I'm gonna read next, gonna probably write on my book, because I'm feeling inspired, because the book that I'm writing right now has a female romance in it, and I feel so inspired to, like, bring a story like that into the world, and so many emotions, you guys, I'm just dying. But I'm gonna go, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Guys, so I actually have quite a bit to update you on in terms of reading. It is Monday, and it is 2:47. I got home from work a little bit ago, and I have been working out, because that's something I'm trying to make an effort to do now. I want to look better, I want to feel better, so that's what I'm working on. So yeah, I did a workout, and then now I've just been sitting here cooling off, drinking water, because that's important. And then I'm going to go and, like, take a bath and, you know, all that boring junk. Anyway, but reading. I ended up reading Elemental by Bridget Kimmer. I gave it 3 stars. It was interesting, but because it was so short, we didn't get enough to really get a feel for the characters that we were introduced to, but they're gonna be in the series, so we'll get to know them better. It's just, for the novella, I couldn't have too many feelings about it just because I don't know the characters yet.
but Dylan did say that it is good to know what you find out in the novella going into the books, because then some other stuff like makes more sense. And then I've also been listening to I'll Give You the Sun by Janny Nelson at work. And I only have like 2 hours left, which for me is probably really about like an hour because I listened to it on 2x speed. So I'll definitely be finishing that at work tomorrow. You guys, it's just so good, and I cannot believe that some, like, people did talk about it there for a while, and it was hyped up, but I just get so angry because I feel like nobody actually fully grasps it and like really tells you why it's so good, because it is so good. The writing is some of the most beautiful I've ever had the pleasure of reading. It's just so amazing, and it just makes you think so hard about life and situations. And like there's this line, and it's like about soulmates, and it says like you'd be able to find your way like in your soulmate's like soul, being blinded with it dark, like you'd be able to find your way around. And I fucking can't. I just wanted to sob so many times, but I couldn't because it was at work. Said how good it is, because it's so hard to articulate it, how it like makes you feel and makes you think and everything. And it's making me totally rethink stuff that's happened in my past and everything. Like, I don't talk about it a lot, but my time at Santa Fe and stuff, I'm just like, motherfucker, kinda. So yeah, it's a lot, but I'm really enjoying it, so I'll definitely be finishing that tomorrow, which is super exciting. But I'm gonna go. I need to take some medicine. My head is fucking killing me. I need to take a bath because I am sweaty and disgusting. I have things I gotta get done. But like I said, I'm reading Storm right now by Bridget Kammer. I'm 30 pages on. I'm sure I will read more later on tonight, but I'll update you then.
Hey guys, so it's my customary midnight update that I seem to be doing every single night, but this is around the time that I go to bed, so it just makes sense to update you guys before I go to bed. So I just finished Storm by Bridget Kammer, which is the first book in the Elementals series, and it was pretty good. I really like the fact that I read the prequel now, because if I hadn't, I can see how I wouldn't have understood stuff, but it makes it so much sadder. Like, ooh, man, hit me right in the feels with that shit. Like, but it was good. I love the twins so much, like, so much. And I'm really excited for next month when we actually get to read Spark, which follows Gabriel, and I am like, yes! And I'm really excited for Nick's book because he doesn't get as much time that I would like, because I really enjoy his character. He's great, so I'm excited for that. But I really loved Chris. Like, I thought Chris was so great, and I've always like felt like a really deep connection to water, so like I really enjoyed the fact that was his element, and it was great. It was so good, and I gave it a 4 out of 5. I really enjoyed myself with that book. I mean, of course, because like I literally sat here for 2 hours and I did nothing else but read that book. Just sat here 2 hours and read that book. So I was definitely enjoying it. It was definitely a good time. But now I need to go to sleep because I have to be at work at 9:15 tomorrow, and I have to work till like 4 because I'm doing receiving and we're getting a delivery, and like it's stressful. I don't even want to think about it. I'm just gonna go to bed and sleep and get some good rest, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Hi guys, I suck. I just realized that I totally opened up my mail, and I was like, I'm vlogging. I should have opened it on camera. I'm so sorry. Anyway, I'm just gonna show you what I got. So, one of the things I got is a little cauldron, and it's got the goddess on it. It's so cute. It's tiny,
but that's okay because, like I said, I didn't pay for it. I used my Amazon gift card. But it came with a little thing of sand. Not sure what that use is because I don't know how to use a cauldron yet. I will figure it out though. But I just think it's so cute, and it's just got a lot of detail in it, and it was a really good price. So, I mean, I'm happy with it. It'll do what I need it to do. It's not like I'm going to be doing anything too crazy. Like I said, I'm still doing a lot of research. I'm still reading a lot, which brings me to the next thing I got, which is Wikipedia, A Modern Day White Witch's Guide by Sean Robbins and Leanna Greenway. So that's pretty exciting. I've been seeing this and I've been wanting to get it. The next thing I got is The Navigator's Touch by Julia Ember. I got her first book was it last year or was it the year before? And that was it was last year, The Seafarer's Kiss, and I really enjoyed that. And then I got this one because Pride-a-thon is happening right now, and this is like the group book, and I had my gift card, and so I got it. So I'll be reading this here pretty soon as well. So those are things I got in the mail today. I'm expecting more to arrive tomorrow and later this week as well. Because two of the things, it was cheaper to buy them from other sellers, but they were still fulfilled. About my cauldron. I wish I knew how to do stuff so I could start using it right away, but I don't. But hey, I'm going to learn, and I'm really excited to get back into it. Because for a while there, I was kind of I didn't have enough time because of school and stuff, and obviously now I have all the time. And it's been going pretty well, and I've been doing my writing, I've been editing, I've been doing these reading vlogs, it's all going great. So, point of the fact is, even though something seems really crappy and it's dumb that it happened and all that stuff, I mean, at the end of the day, it might be for the best. So, yeah. And I actually have a lot to update you guys reading-wise. So, I just got home from work, I want to say about 40 minutes ago, and it's about 5 now. And I finished listening to I'll Give You the Sun by Jenny Nelson when I was at work today, and you guys, I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. It was fantastic. And I just wrote a one-liner review, and I was like, I want to crawl into the pages of this book and live there forever. And I'm just like, it's just so beautiful and poignant, and I love it so much, so much, and I'm just so happy that I finally got around to reading it. Oh, it was just so good, you guys. I think it even might make my top of the year. It was just that fantastic, and I'm just in awe of it. And I didn't start another audiobook when I finished, because I finished pretty early, because I only had a little bit of it left when I got to work today. But I didn't want to, I wanted to, mull it over a little bit. So instead of starting another audiobook, I just listened to my Spotify, like I do. So, and then I also finished Fearless by Bridget Kimmer, the 1.5 novella in the Elemental series. I finished that while I was at lunch at work today. And so, yeah, I think I'm at 30 books for the month. I'm so ridiculous, I swear. But, yeah, and the Fearless, I didn't really like it. I need to lower my rating. I rated it a 3 at first, because I was just but I honestly enjoyed the first novella more, and I gave that one a 3 just because I wanted more from it, but I enjoyed it. So I think I'm going to give this one a 2, because the main character, he's alright. I was a bigger fan of him in the book than I am in this little novella. He's kind of on my he was being a little shit the entire novella. And then I just didn't like the story of it, and I really just didn't like it. I'm gonna put these things up on my shelf and put my cauldron on my altar and all that good junk, and I will catch you guys up later. Ignore the wet hair, and I'm about to be really weird, but I just had to tell somebody this. I just realized that Dobby was the biggest Harry and Ron shipper to ever exist, because he always said I don't want you to lose your Wheezy, he he always referred to Ron as Harry's Wheezy. And I can't, you guys. I fucking can't. He was the biggest shipper of Harry and Ron I have ever seen. And I was thinking that and I was like, this just made my whole day. Okay, that's it. Goodbye.
Hi, hello, it's your girl coming at you with another update. I don't know what I just did there, that was weird. Anyway, so it is 10:47 on Wednesday night, and I had a day. Work was actually fucking crazy because someone got sick, so they couldn't come in. And they found out about this the night before, but they hadn't had anybody cover it, and it was for a cafe, and it was a whole damn thing. Anyway, I stayed late at work today, and had to help cover the floor a lot, as well as doing receiving, and it was just a lot of back and forth. Anyway, my managers just wanted to be super sweet, and so they gave me a gift card, which was just the sweetest fucking thing, because they just were like, we just appreciate you, and we just want to thank you for everything that you do. And I'm just like, it's just so freaking sweet, you guys. Like, I'm gonna cry. Got done reading a bomb-ass fanfiction, you guys. Like, this is one of the greatest fanfictions I have ever read in my life. And you guys, that is saying something, because your girl has read so many damn fanfictions in her life. Like, I have like a whole big list of fanfictions that I have read since I was like 13, and I have like saved them and everything, and there's like, I have specific ones that I reread every single freaking year. I just am obsessed, and I just started reading John Locke fanfiction because it's for my book, basically, and I needed a really good one to be like the favorite of one of my main characters, and I literally found the most perfect one, and I am like about to cry because of how beautiful it was. It had like fan art to go along with it. It was just so good, and this person captured Sherlock's character perfectly, which I'm so impressed by, because he's a really hard character to write. Like, I've never tried to write John Locke fan fiction just because Sherlock is such a hard character to write, and I don't think I'd be able to pull it off. But this person, oh my god, I want to like find them and give them the biggest hug ever. I want to like bow down at their feet. Like, oh my gosh. I do that so much, you guys, but I just get so excited and I can't help it. It was so good. If you're interested, it's called The Road Less Traveled by Verity Burns on Archive of Our Own. Go check it out. Highly, highly, highly recommend. Hell, I'll leave a link down in the description of my reading vlog. How about that? Because everybody should read it. Like, yes! So good. I am so obsessed. Oh my god, okay. So yeah, I thought I'd update you guys on that since that's what I've been doing for like the last, I don't know, hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. I fucking don't know. But I did also start Out of Blue by Sophie Cameron, and let's see how far I got. I got to page 64. So I started that. Did I start it last night or this morning? Fuck, I don't remember. I think I read like the first chapter last night, and then I read the rest of it. And then I read to like page 64 today. One of my best friends, I was telling her, oh my god, you gotta read this, because she's like a really big John Locke person, right? And I was like, you gotta read this, you're gonna love it, da 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 da. And she literally said that she's not that into fanfiction anymore. I'm like, that is the saddest thing I've ever heard. If I ever say that, please kill me or kidnap me and only give me access to Archive of Our Own for like days on end. And she's like, no, I'm fine. I'm not that into it anymore. I'm like, then you're not fine. I didn't say that, but I wanted to say that. Like, dude, no. Because, like, I need a friend that'll just take my recommendations and that'll just read it and then come scream with me about it. That's what I need. I need a friend like that. So if any of you guys want to be a friend to me, hit your girl up, because I need it. I need someone to talk to. I need someone to read Check Please and scream about it with me. I need someone to read this fanfiction and scream about it with me. Basically, I just need someone to scream with me about shit, like all the time, 24/7. Apply down below. Well, hi there. I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in a damn minute. It is now Thursday night at 10:30, 10:33, 10:35, okay. 10:35, and I just finished Out of the Blue by Sophie Cameron, and it was pretty good. I actually wasn't planning on finishing the whole thing. I was just like, oh, I'll just read until I get to 168, and then something happened, and so then I just kept reading, and then I just got to the point where it was just like, I don't have that much left, so I just read, because it's only 268 pages or 66 pages, so it's like really short. So I finished it. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I gave it a 4 out of 5. I really love that it's like an angel story, and then it's also got like female relationship, and it's just it's so good. It's so good. We also have a character that has a chronic illness, and she has cystic fibrosis, and it was pretty damn good, you guys. So I really enjoyed it, and I'm excited to see what this author does in the future. Hopefully, more female relationships, because we need those, especially with like fantasy type things, because we just don't get enough of that. So I really enjoyed it. It was a good time. So yeah, it was a book that I didn't want to buy myself, because like it's expensive for like such a short book. So they finally got it in at my library, and I was like, ooh, let me snag that. So I'm glad I read it. And I was telling you guys about last night, The Road Less Traveled. It actually has like a little epilogue thing that I read, and then I also read like this little Christmas special that it had that was like 3 chapters. It was so good, you guys. It was so good. And then me and my boyfriend watched Hawaii Five-0 tonight, and I read a couple of McDano fan fictions, because those are always a good time. Oh, and okay, did you guys know that podfic is now a thing? So basically I have this thing where like audiobooks, it's basically that but for fan fiction. Like, you guys. And I downloaded one, and it's a John Locke one, and I am hella excited to listen to that when I'm at work tomorrow. Like, it's gonna be the best time. I'm living my best life. I'm about to like go on Archive Our Own and download like a bunch of podfics, and then I'm just gonna listen to those while I'm at work tomorrow. And you're like, oh, but Jessica, that's great time that you could be listening to audiobooks, and isn't that what you normally do? And yes, it is. But you know what? This book right here, that was my 31st book I've read this month. That's right, 31 books I've read this month. I can fucking listen to fucking podfic if I want to. That's how I'm feeling. I'm in such a giggly mood. I don't even know why. I don't know. I guess I'm in a good mood. That's a good thing, right? Yeah, because this doesn't normally happen. Alright, anyway. Hey guys, so it is about, I don't even know, let's see, it's 8:28 on Friday night, and today was such a trash day. Like, it was such, and I listened to 2 of them. The first one was alright. It wasn't, I just think that the person who wrote it, because usually the narrator will be a different person than who wrote it, but I feel like the person who wrote it, they just wrote John extremely out of character. I mean, like, Like, I think there was, like, one moment I remember that he was, like, in character. Other than that, the whole entire fic, he was just completely out of character, and it was a problem. Yeah, I didn't enjoy that, because I really like for the characters to be in character. I hate it when they're, like, not. Anyway, it was okay, though. And then the second one I read, you guys, it was so good. It's called Whatever Happens, However Improbable. And it's, like, basically this person, and they're talking to Sherlock and John and basically telling them all the inevitable ways that they could end up together. And it is so meta as hell, and it's breaking the fourth wall, and it's doing all this shit, and it's told in second person, and I was fucking living. And they also added like ambient sounds, so like teacups like doing, and like John and Sherlock like getting up and walking around and like all this shit, and I'm just like, you guys, it was and the person who narrated it, God bless, love it, can't wait. I'm gonna definitely be looking them up and like seeing the other podfics that they've done, because I will literally listen to anything they say ever, because they have one of those voices and I'm just like, oh my god, it was so good. It was really good. And the fan fiction itself was amazing. Like, whoever wrote it, hella fucking talented. You go, you're doing the damn shit. Like, I loved that fan fiction so much. And it was like an hour. Like, it was like an hour podfic. So that was 10 out of 10. Awesome. Loved it. Had a great time. So that definitely kept me from like having a fucking mental breakdown at work today. So that was good, because like otherwise, it was a bad day, basically. But the fan fiction definitely brightened my day. I have done so far today. I started Wikipedia, a modern day White Witch's Guide, and I am currently on chapter 2, page 32. So that's where I am in that. And then I am watching some booktube. I'm watching Reagan's new reading vlog that she just posted today. I haven't started it yet. It's on pause, but I'm about to watch that. And then once I'm done with that, then I'm probably going to go ahead and start the next book in the Sweep series, which is The Coven, which is only like 185 pages, so I'll probably smash this out tonight. And then I'll be at 32 fucking books for the damn month, because I'm trash. Anyway, and then tomorrow, I'm probably just going to go ahead and film my September wrap-up, because normally I wait until like the 1st to film my wrap-up, because I want to give myself all the days of the month, because I know I can finish a book in a day very easily. But it's like, once that one's done, it's 32 bucks. Like, it's going to be a long-ass video. It's going to be hell to edit, and I just don't want to deal with it. So I'm going to just film that tomorrow and have it done. I'm gonna go watch this vlog, and I'll talk to you guys later. Hello! So I just got finished filming 2 videos, my wrap-up and a TBR jar thingy, which I will not tell you what I picked out of there because you'll have to watch the video, but yeah. And then I just wanted to give you guys an update on my reading. So me and Seth, we went out today for a little bit. I had to get a couple things. I had to get new work shoes and some other stuff. And then, yeah, so we ran a couple errands and now we're back. And I just got done filming and I'm about to go take me a shower, wash my hair, get into some pajamas because it's like a rainy, gloomy day outside. So I'm just gonna lay in pajamas and, yeah, do that. So it's awesome. Oh, by Kate Tiernan, and I am now 46 pages into it, so I'll probably be finishing that today. It's only 185 pages, so more than likely. And then I also read some more of Wikipedia, and I am now 91 pages in to this guy, so I could potentially finish both of those today if I'm, feeling it. We'll see. I don't know. I'll probably definitely finish The Coven, but I don't know if I'll finish Wikipedia, but I'll definitely be reading more of it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to update you guys, tell you what I've been doing, what's been going on. Look at how pretty my shelves are. They're so nice. Love them so much. Okay, gonna go, and I'll talk to you later. 7:02, and I wanted to go ahead, wrap up this week's reading vlog. Actually, I have a friend, and her friend are doing a 28-hour readathon, which I was like, why is it going to be 28 hours? And she was like, oh, just because we're going to start at 8 and it's going to go until midnight the next night. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm probably going to join in on that, which starts in like an hour for me. So I'm about to, once I finish this update, go and cook dinner. And then, yeah, start reading. So I wanted to go ahead and end this vlog for this week here. I might do a whole vlog for just the 28-hour-a-thon, or I might just add it into next week's vlog. Not sure yet. We'll see what happens. But anyway, so this past week I have read a lot. 6 books this week, which last week I read like 8, so not as many, but that's because your girl's been reading all the fan fiction this week. I read The Road Less Traveled by Verity Burns, A++, I Would Die for Her, or him, or whoever. I would die for Verity Burns, okay? Like, improbable, however improbable, something. Anyway, I read that one, and that was the meta one. So good. Loved it. 10 out of 10. Would recommend. So, I had some great fan fiction happening, but the first book I read this week was Autobiography by Christina Lauren, which I gave a 5 out of 5 stars. Highly, highly recommend. Loved it so much. The conversation between being LGBTQIA+ and also religion, it's really good, and I really enjoyed it. The next book I read was Elemental by Bridget Kammerer, which is the first novella in the Elemental series. I gave that a 3 out of 5 stars. Then I read Storm, which is the first book in that series, and I gave that a 4 out of 5 stars. And then the next book I read was I'll Give You the Sun by Jandy Nelson, which I listened to while I was at work, and I gave that a 5 out of 5 stars. I love that book so much. It was so freaking good. Like, loved it. Also, definitely need some Noah and Brian fan fiction, so I'll probably be looking up that at some point because I'm trash. The next book I read was Fearless, which is the next novella in the Elemental series, which gave a 2 out of 5 stars because I literally can't stand Hunter at all. So, unfortunately, but I can't stand his character. He's just such a little shit. And he just pisses me off, and I just don't like him. So having a whole novella revolving around him, of course, was not going to be my jam because I can't deal with him. And then I also read Out of Blue by Sophie Cameron, which is a female book about like fallen angels, and it was so good, you guys. It was so good, and I just loved how the author like set up everything, and I really enjoyed the romance, and I really enjoyed how like it wasn't a big deal, like it wasn't the main plot, but it was there, and it was just done so beautifully. So I highly recommend that one, and I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. So, and yeah, those are the 6 books I read this week, and also the few fan fictions that I read. I didn't talk about like the McDaniel ones I read because I read just like some one-shots. Which, if you guys didn't know, one-shots means it's just, like, one chapter. Road Less Traveled, that one was a multi-chapter, like, an actual, like, novel-length fan fiction, so that's why I kind of brought it up. And then the other one, I think, was a one-shot, but it was also, like, a really long one, and I listened to it, and anyway, you don't care. But, yeah, love it. And I'll probably go ahead and be linking these fan fictions down below. If you guys are interested, you can go check them out. Highly recommend them. Highly recommend that you do check them out. If you are in these fandoms, which the ones I'm talking about are in the John Locke fandom. So if you're in that, definitely check it out. Highly recommend, and I will talk to you guys later. I mean, you'll see me in next week's shooting log, basically. Okay, bye.